Welcome to my channel, DIY UK. It's Saturday. I'm not supposed to be working today, but I'm kindly doing a very small job for the priest vicar in the local church here, and he's booked it in a couple of months ago. Tenant has gone, and I'm just a little bit too busy to do it during the week. Not only that, parking around here is terrible because it's permit holders only, and it goes throughout the whole Monday to Friday. So it helps me out a bit because Saturday is thing. But I do feel a bit tired today. I'm just waiting for his wife to put up. And just a quick touch up on what happened yesterday. I didn't have a chance. The battery was running low. Was what happens when you mix up a paint. I mixed up Deluxe Trade. I mixed up a Deluxe Trade colour for the client, which is at her request. Went to my local decorating centre, Leyland SDM, I think they call it, and the guy was super helpful, really helpful guys in there. It's not their fault, they just mixed it up, but it looks like, speaking to my mate, and we was on a job with it, looks like the we're using oil-based paint, so put in either water-based pigmentations and water-based in oil-based. We don't know if that's the cause, but more than likely, and the paint started to separate. So no matter how much you mixed it, and I didn't realize this, it was just put a mixer in it, mixed up the paint all nicely and everything, put it on the side of the ladder, and just started troweling it on doors and stuff. Just started putting all the paint on the doors. We couldn't understand that because the base coat was the undercoat. We put 2 lots of undercoat, maybe 3 lots of undercoat on them doors, and the undercoat is oil based as well. So what we done is a little hack and a little trick. If you're working with a solid color or a color of any sort, and you've got to put a base coat on it, it's always a good idea to get the base coat in the same color as your top coat. Okay, so basically, if you do white, if you paint the door blue, for argument's sake, say turquoise blue, rather than put a white base coat on it, or white undercoat on it, you can ask them. If sometimes financially people can't do it, but sometimes you can always ask somebody to mix up a water-based or oil-based turquoise or whatever color it is you're using undercoat. So when you put it on, put 2 coats of that on, sand it back, and then when you put your top coat, it's really solid. It's a solid color, so it looks even nicer because it's prepped up in the same color anyhow. So anyway, that's what we done. But the undercoat went on nicely, really nicely. So not sure what happened, but anyway, I spoke to Deluxe head office yesterday. Like I said, really helpful woman. Really super duper helpful woman. Her name is Kieran. So Kieran, I'm sending you the link to this. Thank you so much for what you've done yesterday. I know we're going to speak on Monday, just to touch bases with the other bits and pieces you was talking about. So yes, it's good to know that people like Deluxe or whoever it may be have got your back in small little issues like that. It's nobody's fault. Sometimes it's just an error that happens, in the tinting process or whatever it is. But thankfully that didn't happen. My last day on the job was going to be Monday, so thankfully we didn't go on Monday and do the top coats. So it does make it a little bit awkward because I'm so busy next week and throughout the coming months. I have got half a day free, so if it spills off into Tuesday, then I'm all right. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know that what's happening. Thank you to all the new subscribers we had. Thanks to everything, and we will catch up, and I'll show you what the door looks like and everything looks like on there. So thanks guys for watching, and like, comment and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, DIY UK. Let's turn this radio down, copyrights and all that blah blah blah. Right, here we are. Glasses up. Right, a few issues today, mega issues really, to be honest with you. Got some paint from Dulux. I've got to be very quick, my battery's running low. I got some paint from my local trade, not Dulux professional trade, a weather shield. Got it mixed up by my local decorating centre, mixed it up, and I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what's happening in 10 seconds. This is the problem, pigmentation. You can see. So, right, we're professionals, so what we do, professional painters, decorators, builders, whatever you call it, but this is what we face with now. Pigmentation here, you see, all over. We use perfect brushes, we use everything on this coat. This has been, doors been undercoated, base coated twice with oil base, and top coat, that is the top coat. So you can see what I'm faced with, and I'll just go inside. You can see what we are faced with here. Just use that one. Just see where we are. So shut this. There you go. See that? Terrible. Here's my stirrer mixer that I used to mix up the paint with. Okay, these are not the brushes we use, and just to show you what it's like. So let me just shut this door, right? Careful, I tread on him. Yeah. So what it is, I've got to say a big thank you to an outstanding person who's helped me out today, and she's from Dulux. Her name is Kieran. So Kieran, if you're watching, I'm sure you're going to be watching this, I'm going to send you a link. Thank you so much for sorting this out. I'll tell you something, there's customer services. You can see the river behind me, beautiful. So the customer service is second to none, let me tell you that. So, you know, normally it kind of restores your faith back in people like Dulux and stuff like that, high-end brand, you know, who you can, as tradesmen, you can rely on people like Kieran and her team to support you when you're in a slight dilemma and a slight pickle like that. Remember, we are in a super duper high-end area. You can just see what's facing me across the road. That is the view. So yeah, so we can't mess up, and we didn't. So just want to say a big thank you to Kieran, and I really do appreciate it. So Kieran, thumbs up from Dulux team and Dulux Decorating, well, the Dulux main office. So yeah, so big up to you, and thank you so much for looking after us. And if there's any issues, if anybody's got it, I suggest you call this polite young woman up, because she's outstanding. Thank you so much, girl. Well done. Finished product on our door, nice and glossy, handles done, new spile done. I'll just take it outside, show you where we are. That's how it was splitting before, but then now it's like new. You can see this one here. There we go. Really nice. There we are. Finished article. No more. Nice and shiny. That is. There's no more. What should we call it? You can see that. No more mixed colours. It's a solid colour of what you see. It is a solid colour of what you see there. Brilliant. So we are best pleased with that, and we just want to say thanks to Dulux Centre, and the last thanks goes to Kieran from Dulux Centre. Big you up, thank you very much indeed for that. Just want to say